Folks, this module is going to talk about meal frequency and whether or not it's important for you. So the first thing I would say when it comes to fat loss, meal frequency is not super important. At the end of the day, we just want to make sure that we're in a calorie deficit and we're burning fat. Whether all your food comes in one sitting or comes in 5 sittings, it doesn't really make a massive difference. However, I do want you to note that meal frequency and how often you have your meals can be really important for certain people, especially teachers. Now, the reason for this is we want optimally to go through the day without being really hungry, okay? And in order to do that, you really need to be eating every few hours. I would say every 2 to 3 hours. The reason for that is because your blood sugar levels are going to stay stabilized throughout the day. And what that means is, it means that your energy will stay high, you won't have any dips in energy, you won't have any crazy cravings, and you're more likely not to binge out when you do eat. So my advice would be to space your meals out every 2 to 3 hours. Ensure that your portion sizes are on point, that you're not over consuming in every meal, that you're eating enough so that you're not full at the end, but you're not hungry. And therefore you're going through every 3 hours, for example, your hunger levels stay down, your energy levels stay nice and high, and therefore when you do eat, you're not going to overconsume. A lot of people routinely will skip breakfast, will go to lunch, and by the time they get to lunch, their energy is down, they're absolutely starving, and what will happen is they will overconsume in lunch, and then again they'll overconsume in dinner. And what I mean by that is they're consuming too many calories for the entire day together. Whereas if they had a sensible breakfast with lots of fiber throughout their morning, small snacks throughout the day, and a sensible lunch, their calories would still be on point, their energy levels will be high, and when it comes to the evening time, they won't get those cravings and that option that a lot of people do where they binge out on biscuits and rubbish food, which are high in calories and therefore puts them into a surplus for the entire day. So again, just 2 things there. One, meal frequency is not super important for fat loss because at the end of the day, it's just total amount of calories. However, frequent meals can be beneficial for a lot of people, especially busy teachers, because it's going to keep your energy sustained throughout the day, it's going to keep your hunger levels down, and you're going to be less likely to overconsume on rubbish foods because your cravings will be down. So I hope that is helpful, guys. I want you now to go on to the next video, which again is going to give you more information on nutrition.